So you love your yoga practice, but what does it actually take to go from being a student on the mat to being the person who leads the class? It's so much more than just knowing the poses. We're going to dive into the final, most crucial chapter of yoga teacher training to see how a practitioner is forged into a teacher.
Okay, so before anyone even thinks about teaching, they've got to build this huge foundation. We're talking hundreds of hours covering literally everything, from the physical practice and safe assists to deep dives into philosophy and the subtle energy of the chakra system. All of that hard work just sets the stage for this one final leap.
And that brings us right here to the final chapter. This is it, the capstone moment. It's all about making that huge transition from being a practitioner to actually becoming a teacher.
But that begs the real question, doesn't it? How does that actually happen? I mean, it's got to be more than just knowing a bunch of poses. What's that secret ingredient? That little spark that turns a dedicated practitioner into a confident, effective teacher? Well, let's find out.
You know, the journey starts in a place you might not expect. It's not with the perfect pose or the perfect sequence. It starts with your voice. The very first step is finding an authentic way to teach, a way for your unique personality to really shine through. So what even is a teaching voice? Well, it's definitely not about copying your favorite instructor. Nope. The magic word here is authenticity. It's this incredible mix of your personality, your own life experiences, and the vibe you bring into the room. That is what creates a genuine connection with your students. I love this because it shows that teaching is really two sides of the same coin. On one side, you've got the art. That's your authenticity, your presence, that connection. But that art isn't much use without the craft, the technical stuff, Being clear, precise, and keeping everyone safe. You absolutely need both. And that brings us to a super important part of the craft, the art of cueing. This is where your authentic voice meets technical skill. It's how you actually put your words into action. Now, on the surface, the goal of a cue seems pretty simple, right? Just guide someone safely and effectively into a pose. But stop and think about that for a second. You're using only your words to guide a whole room of different people through a really complex physical journey. That's kind of incredible. So, how do you do that effectively? Well, the training breaks it down into this simple but really powerful formula. It's verb, body part, direction. So you start with an action, like press, name the body part, your right foot, give a direction, into the mat. Put it all together, press your right foot into the mat. It's simple, clear, and unmistakable. And I'm telling you, once you learn this, you'll start hearing it in every great yoga class you ever take. All right, so you've found your voice, you've mastered your cues, you're ready to go, right? Well, almost. There's one more crucial piece to this whole puzzle, and it's the one that grounds everything in the real world, the business of yoga. And this is such a critical point. Look, you can be the most amazing teacher in the world, but if you want to build a sustainable career, you need a completely different set of skills. Your passion is the fuel, but you need an engine to actually go somewhere. This is why the curriculum addresses this stuff head on. We're talking about marketing yourself so students can find you. It's about understanding contracts so you're paid fairly. And yep, it also covers the not-so-glamorous but essential stuff, like liability insurance, which protects both you and your students. This is the practical foundation that lets a passion become a real career. So, when you step back and look at the whole picture, you see what's happening. This final step is all about integration. It's this powerful blend of your personal art, your technical craft, and your professional reality. It's what turns you from just a guide into a professional guide. And maybe this is the most important takeaway of all. Graduating from a teacher training program isn't crossing some finish line. It's actually stepping up to a brand new starting line. It's the beginning of a lifelong journey of learning, refining, and growing as a teacher. Which leaves us with a final thought to reflect on. If graduation is just the beginning, for a teacher who's truly dedicated to their art, their craft, and their students, where does that path forward truly lead? It's a journey of continuous discovery for both the teacher and for everyone they guide. Thanks for joining me.